Hi, welcome to the ZP video log and podcast for the week starting the 7th of September 2020. So every week we do a summary of the news and updates and interesting things that maybe we've done this week at Zimmer and Peacock. We do appreciate you guys who follow us along on the video log or who follow us along on the podcast. So this week we put a little article out there about accelerating electronics and biosensor development. So if you take a look at the Zimmer and Peacock website, or you know about Zimmer and Peacock, we definitely know that our USP, our sort of uniqueness, is really doing biosensors, electrochemical biosensors, and as part of that, we do also do analog electronics. And so this week we just put out some information regarding some new electronics that we had. I mean, this new electronics. It's approximately sort of 150 millimeter square printed circuit board, but this printed circuit board can monitor something like 15 open circuit potential sensors. So that means it can monitor something like 15 pH sensors, or 5 pH sensors and 10 chloride sensors, or 9 potassium sensors and 6 sodium sensors. So it's very good at measuring ions and electrodes. And also it's got 2 potentiostats on board, so it can do things like cyclovoltammetry and chronoamperometry. And it also uses a communication protocol called SDI12. So in summary, Zimmer and Peacock, we're known for our biosensors, let's say, but we also have to then sometimes do electronics in order to support these biosensors, because for every biosensor there needs to be a set of electronics in order to convert the signal, or collect the signal and convert it into something digital. So we put some news out this week regarding some electronics around that. We also, this week, we did have a company meeting this week, and I thought the guys had taken some really nice pictures of one of our labs. So we've really been expanding our capability recently. Last week we were talking about that we're opening up a lab in London. And this week, the guys have put some really nice photos of our lab actually in Norway. And so I just put the pictures, or we just put the pictures rather, onto our website of our lab. I know that one of our regular listeners, Hasim, has been to that lab. So it would be nice, Hasim, that you can see that the lab is, even nicer than when you first saw it. And, we're putting new equipment in there as well. So now, some other news that we put out there this week is we obviously have these labs, but we also have very formal clean rooms. So I put a little image up there this week of one of our guys working in that clean room. And if you're watching on the video log, it's quite clear. He's literally gowned up or wearing personal protection equipment from his feet. He's got a total bunny suit on. He's got gloves on. He's got a hood on. He's probably even wearing a face mask. So you can literally see the precautions we take when we're in that clean room. And why is that? Because in that clean room, we are making devices that eventually could end up being implanted into people. So we have to keep them extremely clean. So that was just a nice picture that one of the engineers took of one of their colleagues this week that we put up there as well. Just some news. At Zimmer and Peacock, we've always been very good collaborators with Cambridge University in the UK. I mean, our top collaborations in the UK are with Swansea University, Oxford University, and Cambridge University. So this week we just put out there that we're sponsoring one of the conferences at Cambridge University. It's called CDT. So Cambridge has a sort of PhD program where they train the next generation of engineers and scientists in sensors. Zimmer and Peacock has been a consistent sponsor of that for a number of years, and we're happy to kind of carry on with that collaboration. Now, we're also every week we're definitely growing and bringing in new guys, and so this week I just put a picture up there of a gentleman called Michael. Michael has joined our kind of operations team where he's helping with assembly. So it's just to give you a sense that every week, there's definitely growth in this business. And so we were happy to have put a picture of Michael up this week, just to welcome him to the team. And then lastly, I mentioned the clean room earlier on, and one of our engineers actually made a video of himself walking into the clean room. So I'm just kind of playing that video for the video log now, but effectively, that clean room, it's a sort of, by definition, it has to be clean. It's actually a class 7 clean room. And so in that video, we kind of show that we have a gowning area where obviously, we have to take our outside coverings off, our coats and our shoes. Then we have to kind of, go into a gowning area. It's basically like an airlock. That, there's a door. We go in there. We close that door behind us. We then start putting on all the bunny suits, which is basically 100% sort of covering for ourselves. We obviously can't, we have to take our shoes off. So those, so then we put on feet coverings, and we show that in the video. And then the guy actually then starts kind of starts moving actually into the areas. And so we've got not just one clean room in this new facility, we actually have a couple of clean rooms. So one of them at the moment is fairly empty because basically it gives us capacity, because we know that we're going to get new client programs in, or they're already coming in, and these clients are going to need dedicated areas for assembly. And then he goes into one of our other facilities where we have a fume hood in there, so that we can do more chemistry-based work. And there's a new chemicals cabinet in there that you will be able to see if you were watching the video. So we have a kind of a chemical area, and then he steps into the main kind of area where there's the sink for the purified water. There's freezers in there. There's glove boxes in there. There's microscopes in there, and there's so we have quite a bit of equipment in this clean area. So that was one of the videos that we put out there this week on YouTube. So if I just to sort of summarize the news from ZP this week, we put some news out about some of the electronics that we develop. We mostly focus, it seems, really on the fact that we've got this, the labs are definitely carrying more equipment these days, and we've definitely opened up a new facility, a new clean room facility, which has about 3 new rooms in it, and these are intended, to basically keep our clients' products and manufacturing in the most clean way possible. So as always, I'm glad. If you've got any questions on Zimmer and Peacock, please reach out to us through our website, www.zimmerpeacock.com, and we'd be happy to answer any questions you have. So thanks for listening to this week's podcast and video log. And I look forward to talking to you guys again next week. All right. Thanks very much. Take care. Bye-bye.